So taking it back to Charleston White though, I mean, I think the problem is just like that it's a very dangerous rhetoric that he is running with. A lot of people say he doesn't mean the things that he says and it's just for attention, right? Because he's doing so much good work out in the community, but it's almost like a wash if you're doing such good work in the community, but then somebody like a kid goes online and sees you wilding out like that. It's like, what are you really doing? Especially when you're saying dangerous things like that that could potentially influence people that have hate towards a community to actually go out and do that.
Facts. You know what I mean? And it's it's dangerous. And for anybody that says, "Oh, he doesn't mean it, he's just trolling," imagine if somebody else said the same thing about your people. You know what I'm saying? Imagine if somebody of a different, like, look, people are going crazy on me for what I said about the duck sauce, right? They're going crazy about me over the duck sauce, right? And and imagine if I said what Charleston White said. It would be crazy. It would be crazy. Nobody's trying to hear, "Oh, he's just like that," or nobody's trying to hear that. So why would you want other people to hear that? You know what I'm saying? Why would you, if you wouldn't accept it, why would you, you know, why would you ask other people to accept it? It's just, it's not, it's just not, it's not like, doesn't make sense. You know what I'm saying? It's wrong. If it's wrong, it's wrong. And that's what I feel like a lot of people are doing. They're not taking, they're not they're not they're not holding it to the same standard as if it were to happen to them, right? And that's a problem. That's an issue. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I feel like a lot of people don't even notice that they're doing that. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, it's happening.
I think what's even more scary though is because of the sensitive time that we are living in, right? Because of all the attacks on Asian people, but it's not even just like your regular Asian person. It's more of like the elderly people that are more inclined to get hurt, that can't fight back. And so for him to say something like that is very dangerous.
Absolutely. Absolutely. You know what I mean? Anybody that feels like, because I've spoken to people and they was like, ain't nobody listening to Charleston White. I say, you'll be surprised. You will be surprised. You know what I'm saying? He has a big following, and you can't tell me that there's not people out there that are not mentally um um astute to, like, determine what is entertainment and what isn't, and what to, what, like, because we're talking about emotional, we're talking about putting blame on people, like, you know what I'm saying? So now if somebody is frustrated, right, and they're frustrated at whatever is going on, right, let's say they're frustrated at what happened with COVID, you know what I'm saying? Now when you put a person to blame, right, you put a people to blame, that can turn out nasty, whether they mean it or not, whether they're joking or not. It could turn out nasty. Look what happened to, like, in Hitler's situation. You know what I'm saying? Like, that was just straight rhetoric, but you say it long enough and you get the right person to say it with the right uh uh um with the right, like, message and right delivery, people's gonna jack it, bro. And people's gonna take that. There's a lot of people who's gonna consume that and say, you know what, you're right. You're right. They are the reason. They are the reason. And it's just, and you know what I mean? So I feel like it's important for us to see something that's wrong, not just when it's wrong to us, but wrong, period, and say it's not right. And voice that. You know what I'm saying? And until that happens, you know, um, it's just it's not fair.
I mean, because like you said, like at the end of the day, right is right and wrong is wrong. It doesn't matter the color, you know, the situation is wrong, regardless, right? And then two things that I've noticed that have been used is, first of all, that law that got passed, right, the bill for the Stop Asian Hate, that added more hate towards that community, because it's like, you guys got a bill that got passed before anything that was helping um, African Americans stop from being killed by police,
Right.
which I think everyone could agree that that bill should have been passed way before, especially if the president was writing off the black vote, saying that, black people need to vote Democratic and everything like that, right? And then he turns around and he does something like pass a bill for Stop Asian Hate before doing anything for black people. So now, like you said, having somebody to blame, that is one thing. And Asian people in general, I feel like as a group have been used as the model minority to cause issues.
Right. Yeah. I mean, yeah, at the end of the day, it's not Asian people that are writing, that are passing these bills. You know what I mean? Asian people do not hold power like that in this country. You know what I'm saying? Asian people aren't on the in the offices, and you know what I'm saying? It's not like, that's not happening. But what I do know is, whatever bills are being passed and whatever stuff like that is being passed, those bills aren't really stopping anything. You know what I'm saying? In fact, what that does is, it just does it again, it just further divides. You know what I mean? It's like, oh, y'all got that, whatever, boom, boom, boom. It's really not helping nothing. You know what I mean? Like, because attacks were still happening even after that. So, and I feel like you can't blame the Asian people for getting a bill that they didn't pass. It wasn't the Asian people that passed the bill. And it's not Asian people that are saying, oh, let's put more violent cops in these neighborhoods. It's not, Asian people don't have that power to do so in this country. It's not Asian people aren't the ones saying, oh, let's um let's incarcerate more people in this, that are in this class or whatever. It's not Asian people, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? So any bills that's being passed, if you taking it out on somebody, like if you taking it out on regular people, that's not fair. You know what I'm saying? Because it's not that. You know what I mean? It's not Asian people that's passing these laws at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? And I know how it looks like, damn, y'all just trying to say that y'all just trying to say, like, oh, it's making it seem like it's only black people that's doing these type of things, right? But it's not. I've been very vocal about, it's not only black people that are doing this. In fact, there's a lot of white people doing it, like attacking Asian people, killing Asian people. Like, the mass shooting in Georgia happened by a white person. There's Asian people doing it. It's all types of people. You know what I'm saying? But what I'm saying is, we're not going to negate the fact that it's happening from everybody. You know what I'm saying? And we're not going to negate the fact that, you know what I mean, that there are, entities that are benefiting from us being, at odds with each other. You know what I mean? Let's just keep it a buck. Let's be very clear about this. You know what I'm saying? And, that's my whole take on it.